Do you wake up tired no matter how long you sleep? Does your body feel heavy and sluggish most afternoons, without any obvious reason? Before you blame stress or aging, consider this: medical professionals investigating chronic fatigue consistently point to one organ above all others: the liver. Today's video is about 5 natural, science-backed foods that support your liver's ability to detoxify, protect itself, and recover, starting with what's already in your kitchen. Here is why the liver is so central to how you feel every day. This single organ performs over 500 known functions: filtering toxins from the blood, breaking down alcohol and medications, processing fats, producing bile, regulating blood sugar, and manufacturing enzymes and proteins. Your body depends on. When the liver is overloaded, none of these processes run efficiently. Unprocessed waste circulates through the bloodstream, reaching the brain, muscles, and every cell in the body. The result is the heavy, foggy, exhausted state that millions of people live with without understanding why. Research confirms that a significant proportion of chronic fatigue patients show signs of impaired liver function. And because the liver has very few pain receptors, chronic fatigue and low energy may be the only warning signs it is able to send. What overloads the liver in modern life? Alcohol, processed foods, high-fat diets, excessive medication, poor sleep, and chronic stress, all of which are nearly universal in today's lifestyle. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is now one of the most common liver conditions worldwide, and most people who have it don't know. The 5 foods below are not magic cures. They are evidence-supported dietary allies that reduce the burden on your liver, protect liver cells from damage, and strengthen the liver's own 2-stage detoxification system. The first food is turmeric. The active compound in turmeric, curcumin, has become one of the most studied natural substances in liver research. A pooled meta-analysis of clinical trials found that curcumin supplementation produced a significant average reduction of 8.72 units in ALT, a key marker of liver cell damage, compared to placebo. In an 8-week randomized, controlled trial involving patients with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, who received 2 grams of turmeric daily, both liver fat content and liver enzyme levels improved measurably. Curcumin works by suppressing inflammatory signaling pathways in liver tissue and neutralizing oxidative stress that damages liver cells. One practical note: adding a small pinch of black pepper to turmeric dramatically increases curcumin absorption. Some research suggests by up to 20-fold. Stir a teaspoon of turmeric powder into warm milk or soup, and add just a pinch of pepper. This simple habit, done daily, provides meaningful liver support. The second food is broccoli. The reason broccoli is so consistently recommended for liver health comes down to a compound called sulforaphane, found in abundance in broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables. Sulforaphane powerfully activates the liver's phase 2 detoxification enzymes, the system responsible for converting processed toxins into water-soluble forms that can be safely excreted. Broccoli also contains precursors to glutathione, considered the body's most powerful internal antioxidant and an essential molecule in phase 2 liver detoxification. Clinical research on broccoli sprout extract has demonstrated improvements in liver function markers in participants. Critically, cooking method matters. Over boiling destroys sulforaphane activity. Lightly steaming broccoli for 3 to 5 minutes preserves the majority of its sulforaphane content. Aim for 3 or 4 servings per week as a minimum. The third food is beet. Beets are rich in betaine, a compound with well-documented effects on liver function. Betaine supports the liver by reducing fat accumulation in liver cells, lowering oxidative stress, and supporting methylation, a critical biochemical process involved in liver detoxification. A 12-week supplementation study with beetroot powder in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease patients confirmed hepatoprotective effects. Beets also contain betalains, the pigments responsible for their deep red color, which have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, documented in liver tissue research. Beet juice, roasted beet slices, or grated raw beet added to salads are all practical ways to include this food regularly. The fourth food is garlic. Garlic's key compound, allicin has demonstrated hepatoprotective effects in research, protecting liver cells from toxin-induced damage through antioxidant mechanisms. Studies on garlic supplementation in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Patients have shown improvements in liver function markers, alongside reductions in body weight. Garlic also activates liver detoxification enzymes and supports the excretion of heavy metals. One important preparation tip: allicin forms when garlic is crushed or finely chopped, and then exposed to air for about 10 minutes before cooking. This simple habit, chopping garlic ahead of time, rather than throwing it straight into heat, significantly increases the active compound available for absorption. The fifth food is dandelion. This common plant has a long history of traditional use for liver and digestive health, and the research supporting it is more substantial than most people realize. A domestic study found that dandelion extract suppressed key liver damage markers AST and ALT by more than 95% in the experimental group. Dandelion is classified as a cholagogue, meaning it stimulates bile production and flow from the liver and gallbladder. More bile flow means more efficient fat digestion and more effective flushing of liver waste products into the digestive tract for elimination. Dandelion is also rich in choline, a nutrient shown to inhibit fat accumulation in the liver. Recent Korean research confirmed that white dandelion extract reduces alcohol-induced liver damage. Dandelion tea, available at most health food stores, is the most accessible form. The leaves can also be added to salads or blended into smoothies. A brief note on 2 additional supports worth mentioning. Green tea, consumed as 2 to 3 cups per day, provides catechins, particularly EGCG, which reduce liver fat oxidation and improve liver function markers in clinical trials involving fatty liver patients. Do not use high-dose green tea extract supplements without medical guidance, as excessive amounts have paradoxically been linked to liver stress. The second is milk thistle, whose active compound, silymarin, has been in clinical research since the early 1980s. Multiple studies report average ALT reductions of around 30% in the silymarin group, along with significant AST reductions. Silymarin strengthens liver cell membranes against toxin penetration and promotes the regeneration of damaged liver cells. It bridges the gap between food and supplement, and is worth discussing with your doctor if liver enzyme levels are a concern. A practical 7-day starting plan. Begin each morning with a glass of warm water to stimulate bile flow. Add broccoli and garlic to at least 1 meal daily. Include turmeric with a pinch of black pepper in your cooking. Drink 1 cup of dandelion or green tea. Include beet 2 to 3 times per week. Track your morning energy levels, your afternoon fatigue, and your digestive comfort across the week. The changes are cumulative and noticeable. One essential reminder: the foods in this video support liver health as part of a balanced lifestyle. They do not replace medical treatment for diagnosed liver disease. If you have elevated liver enzymes, diagnosed fatty liver, or have experienced persistent fatigue for more than 3 weeks, please consult your doctor before relying on dietary changes alone. Like this video, subscribe for more evidence-based health content, and share it with someone whose energy levels have been low for too long. Your liver works for you every minute of every day. It deserves the support.